All right, we got microphones around the room, so if you have a question, please raise your hand. We'll get to as many questions as we can. We'll take the first question right here, third row on the left.
First of all, congratulations on winning the dunk contest. It seemed like you really got a good feel for Los Angeles and the flair of being in Hollywood. What kind of thought process went into what you wanted to do tonight and just celebrating being here in LA?
Man, I'm just so grateful to be here. You know, I consider this home. From the West Coast, from Oakland, California, this is home to me. This the West Coast. Like we got a swag, we got a flavor. Like I feel like I was at home. So when I just seen everybody, seeing the fans, it's like what I dreamed of. You know, once you're in a dream, you can control your dream. You can do anything in your dream. So I felt like the fans was with me, and I just did what I did, put my best foot forward, did what I could do.
Standing on your right, Valencia.
First of all, congratulations. Second of all, people talk about putting on for the city tonight. You put on for the town. One, was E40 always a part of the plan? And then two, did the dance moves hit different after getting the trophy?
Absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, E40 was a part of the plan. You know, my big bro Ethan, he made a call to E40, and we got Unc on board, and he was ready. He was ready. You know, the love and respect that he gave me just to take time out of his day to be involved into this. I can't ask for nothing better. I thank Unc for coming out there. You know, he a pioneer for the Bay Area. So, and we also putting on for LA, SoCal too, you know. So the whole West Coast won with this one.
Third row in the center.
If it wasn't E40 coming out, who else from Oakland, especially in the rap industry, were you thinking about coming out for the dunk contest?
I know who it is. What's my favorite word? Nah, we're going to go with Too Short, you know. That's a pioneer for Oakland, for LA, the Bay Area, everything. So E40 Too Short. If I could have got him involved, I would have too. So yeah, who knows? In the future, something else could happen.
In the center.
Hey, you talk about the fans. What do you think about the turnout today? And when you found out that Carter was running out of time, what was going through your mind?
Man, I really wanted him to finish that dunk. You know, for me and him to be the finalists, both coming from University of Arizona, I wanted him to put on a show, you know, which he did. We both was finalists. Wanted him to flush it too, you know. It's all really about making a stamp, making your name. We all seen what he was capable of with his first 3 dunks, so we know he needed another shot at it as well.
Next row back in the center.
Yeah, hello, Keshad. Congratulations on your achievement. As an undrafted player, how much this achievement speaks of your mentality, and also what is your relationship like with Kasparas Jakushonis?
Yeah, Cass, that's my boy.
Thank you.
That's my boy. Shout out Cass. He's a perfectionist, but just my journey getting here, I can't thank the Lord enough. I beat the odds. I made it. I made it into the NBA, and I dreamed of every year I was watching the NBA dunk contest. I dreamed of being out there putting on a show for everybody. You know, I learned from all the people that came before me, paying homage to them. And now that I'm here, I had to have crazy faith to be here and be in this position and just glorify the name of the Lord just for having Keshad, Showtime Johnson to be out here in the NBA Slam Dunk Contest and coming home with the championship.
Law over here on the left.
Law Murray at The Athletic. Good to see you again, Keshad, and congratulations. So, got to know you at San Diego State.
Yes,
that
sir.
team obviously was a team that helped, you know, raise your profile in some ways, helped get you to Arizona. And what's it like to almost feel like a reintroduction now on this kind of a stage, being undrafted, being in the G League, you know, people seeing you for the first time in this contest?
Yeah, like I use the term crazy faith. You know, being at San Diego State, I learned how to dream big. We was a mid-major. We was like, didn't nobody know our names that 2022 year. And we made it to March Madness, to the finals, you know, beat the odds, like beat 0.1% or something like that and made it. So I know what it takes to have crazy faith. I know where having faith in the Lord could take you. And it brought me here, you know, being undrafted. The journey don't stop. Like, I'm not the author of my life. The Lord is, and he's the greatest author ever. So this who y'all seeing.
In the back right, Aurelia.
Aurelia Rike from Sky Sports Germany. First of all, congratulations. We saw Chase Richardson going for the dunk, and he kind of slipped away and hit his head very hard on the court. In that moment, when you see that happening, Because we always see that maybe some not competing because you could probably get injured. And how do you deal with that? How was that moment for you? And so what are your thoughts about why, I mean, at the end you also can get injured, and yeah, about this whole situation, how you, when you were seeing him, how he was falling down?
I mean, I knew he was good. I knew he was good. We got adrenaline going. Before the competition, before the introductions, we all prayed. You know, we all prayed. I prayed for all four of us. You know, that we was gonna come out healthy. And so I knew he just fell. It happened. You know, he just had a little slip up, a little hiccup, but he was good. You know, of course he had a hard fall. He'll probably feel it tomorrow, but he a soldier.
Fourth row over here on the right side. There's a mic coming.
Hey, Keshad, Mike Muse, ABC News. Your energy is infectious from the moment you came out with E40 to this conference room right now. But you just mentioned a few moments ago about being a kid growing up watching the slam dunk contest. I'm just wondering, little Keshad, did he dream of a running windmill to seal the deal, or did you adjust that based upon the competition at the end?
I tell you, little Keshad, he dreamed of everything. He dreamed of everything. Anything he put his mind to, I'm sure he believed he could do it. You know. Now, to what extent? Probably wasn't this, but I'm sure I made little Keshad proud as well out here doing what I'm doing now. So I just knew anything was possible. You know, dream big. Me coming from Oakland, California, beating the odds. You know, less fortunate. I got love all around me, so I had to come out here and put on a show.
Was the running windmill always in the plan?
Yeah, it was in the plan. You know, I had a short like I would say about 2 days notice. I'll say about 5 days notice, but I had 2 G League games right before, and then 2 days to actually practice. So, you know, just stuck to the plan. My coach Chuck, he told me stick to the plan. You know, I wanted to change it so bad. It was my blood was boiling a little bit. Stick to the plan, and look what happened.
In the center.
Congratulations on the win. I want to ask you, when you're designing your dunks, do you think about innovation, or do you think about crowd reaction, or difficulty?
Man, you hit on everything. Really, I wanted to do whatever I was comfortable with. You know, go for a heavy hitter. Also, kind of playing it safe or whatever the case may be. But everything, dunking is an art. Everybody we done seen crazy dunks. It's kind of hard to come out with new stuff each and every way. But don't nobody really dunk the same. Everybody has their own art that they putting onto something that somebody else has probably done before. So me, I'm just going out there and putting my own flavor into it. So I just trying to be myself, trying to be contagious to everybody, trying to get the crowd involved, get the judges involved, pay homage, you know, and just show everybody who I am.
On your left, fifth row.
Hi, Lauren Jones, Olympics.com. Speaking of paying homage, you know, you have the Dr. J trophy. Just how special is it to have legends like that, to be able to present it to you and to be in this moment with what you call as your hometown?
Man, so I've been watching NBA all my life. Being around all these legends, I promise you, it was literally a dream. Like, I really can't put it into words. It's a dream. Being front and center stage with Julius Erving, Dominique Wilkins, you know, being able to shake their hands, Vince Carter, T-Mac, the list goes on and on. You know, just being able to show everybody who I am. Like, I know who they are, but now they know who I am. And now we can all be family. And, you know, it's going to be the next generation that come after me. They might look up to me in a sense, and I'm going to be accessible to them and pay homage to them too.
We're going to do the last three here in the second row.
Congratulations again. You know, I was just curious. I saw you go up and embrace Vince after the contest. I was just curious if he said anything to you, or what that moment was like for you.
I would say the energy that Vince brought, it was also contagious to everybody. He made sure he was accessible to each one of the dunkers. I even watched him yesterday at the Rising Stars game. He was intense. He was ready. I feel like he loved being out here. He loved giving back. So him being able to embrace me, embrace the other participants, you know when something is real. And I feel like his love, his knowledge that he had, that he was trying to give to us, and him being accessible to us, it was real love, and I felt that.
Over here. Go ahead.
Keshad, the entire West Coast is proud of you. What was going through your head when you were dunking, jumping over E40? Were you telling yourself anything, any words of encouragement?
Man, I was just thanking God through the whole time, you know, each and every time, like, just thank God, you know. I never want to, I'm always second. Always give him the praise, the glory first. So I got that dunk done. Thank God. Now we on to the next. Now we showing our flair. Now we showing the flavor. Now we putting on for the Bay. Now we doing our little dance. You know, we turning up. Go back. Be humble. Thank God.
Last question here in the front.
What does this win do for your confidence for the Heat's last 26 games?
Man, I'm bringing it back. You know, I'm bringing a trophy back. We gonna get live in the locker room. We got a taste of what a trophy is. So I'm gonna bring it back to the locker room to my teammates, and you know, we're going for the big one. We're going for the big one, and hopefully this could give everybody some extra energy. You know.
All right. Thank you. Thanks everybody.